Ozark Radio Network and Ozark Marketing Company continue to show their support for law enforcement with a Back to Blue campaign. We've got several local business sponsors who have joined on that want to show their support for law enforcement. And I'm Ozark Radio Network News Director Cody Sanders alongside Paul Bradshaw Jr. He's one of the officers with the West Plains Police Department. And the other guy in the frame is without question the most popular officer on the force. Is that right, Paul?
Yes, sir.
So talk about the situation. Loki, the K-9 officer, is a relatively new addition to the police department. Why don't you talk about how that came to be?
Going all the way back, K-9 Tuck retired around April of 2019. He had some hip problems. So we retired him. We started a big community fundraising event. Fun fact, all of our K-9s are community funded. The city pays for like veterinary bills and food and stuff like that, but as far as the actual dogs themselves, they are funded 100% by donations. We did raise enough to get K-9 Loki from a group in Tulsa, Oklahoma called Torchlight. He came over from there. He's a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois, and he went through a 4-week handler school with me in February, and he's been on the street since March 1st.
It's pretty unique. I know, working in the news side of things and on the local front, you see all of that build-up that led to Loki getting here. There was so much community support, and I know that has to mean a lot to you.
Oh, no doubt. It meant the world to us. These are absolutely great resources. There's no other tool in law enforcement like a dog. They can go from narcotic searches to finding people, to biting bad guys, whatever the case may be, or even finding a 2-year-old that ran away from home. They can do all those different things, and no other tool in law enforcement gives you that range of what you can do. Especially for the cost. I mean, they are expensive, but at the same time too, what you're getting out of it is 8 to 9 years of pretty much any situation you want to throw at it, they can handle.
It's remarkable what they can accomplish. And what is, talk about your law enforcement career. Why did you go down the path to law enforcement?
So, as a young kid who just moved to West Plains in 2004, my dad started with the sheriff's office. I can remember as a kid growing up around the sheriff's office, around the guys, Blue family, and it left a great impression on me that I wanted to be a part of that. That's something that I've wanted to do. Watching my dad, he did DARE for several years, he still does it, interacting with kids and being a hero for those kids. A lot of kids who've never had a good male role model or anything like that. So that was a big impression on me that I wanted to fill those shoes, and I like to think that I try my hardest every day to do so.
Talk about one last thing here, we'll kind of wrap this up. I've asked every officer I've talked to what it means to them to serve and protect the people of West Plains. So what do those two words, you see them painted on the side of police cars all the time, but you never really think about serve and protect, what that means. So why don't you tell us what that means to you?
To me, it means a great deal. West Plains and more or less the Ozarks have been my home my whole life. I wanted to be a part of the community, trying to crack down on crime, trying to make it a safer place to live. Serve and protect is really a very wide range of words. People don't realize it, but that can mean anything from, trying to stop speeders who are running up and down the city street to, trying to find a druggie, or just trying to talk to someone because they're depressed and they have no one else to talk to.
Sure.
What's asked of law enforcement on a daily basis, I think, would blow most people's minds as far as the range of what you can go from this to this and everything in between, all within 1 8-hour shift. It's a lot, but it takes a lot of a special person to do it, and I like to think that I do my best.
Yeah, you bet. Is there anything else that you could think of that is as rewarding to you as this?
No. This, as I stand here right now, I'm fulfilling my life's dream. I want to be a canine officer and a cop for over 10, 12 years, so this is the culmination of everything that I've ever wanted to do.
That's fantastic. Paul Bradshaw Jr., West Plains Police Department, and K-9 Officer Loki. I'm Ozark Radio Network News Director Cody Sanders.